Hello everyone, my name is Rania and today I'm going to be presenting my solution, Xenia, the women's solution. But before that, a little bit about myself. I'm a 14-year-old from India who's passionate about cellular agriculture, alternative protein, and femtech. And so the problem I've identified to tackle today was the inefficient diagnosis of endometriosis. Now, I want you to imagine this. Imagine being under barbed wire where an animal is trying to eat through you. This is endometriosis. And with 10% of women being diagnosed with it, you would expect a robust diagnosis methods, right? Wrong. The gold standard for diagnosis is laparoscopy, a highly invasive procedure, as you can see in these pictures. And so I analyzed the root causes and found that they all point towards the lack of awareness, internalized misogyny, and societal norms, all of which restrict talking about periods and breed myths and misconceptions. Also, being female specific, tech integration hasn't been all that great either. And so to counter these, I created Xenia, a menstrual product paired with an application. The menstrual product is responsible for detecting endometriosis-related biomarkers in the menstrual blood, whereas the application has three main features. The first feature is the learning feature, allowing you to learn more about female healthcare. The second feature is the diagnose feature, which takes charge of tech integration and is exactly what it sounds like. And it's basically what I mentioned before. And the third one is the community feature. The community feature enables you to have anonymous, open, healthy discussions with women all around the world about periods, endometriosis, and all things everything. As for data collection, Xenia will utilize artificial intelligence to detect the biomarkers. And while this is still a hypothesis, studies are underway, just like the one as shown on the screen about the University of Feinstein. To maintain accuracy, daily check-ins also take place. And this is cross-referenced with the endometriosis data. This is the application interface. So as you can see, it has an additional feature of optimizing for the microbiome. And this is basically the info page with all the details. And the diagnose page has basically all the action. The check-in section looks for three main things to cross-reference. And the cross-referencing is clearly visible here. Now, my process to get here over the span of 6 weeks was amazing. I started off by figuring out the problem I wanted to solve and then investigating it through root cause analysis and iceberg models. After that, I did a thorough case study analysis and decided to build on the weaknesses of others, making them my strengths. Then I made this a reality through rapid prototyping and went on to use it for measuring impact. And week 6, which was the final week, I finalized everything and polished how I was going to communicate this and so and so. I've also acquired skills like user interface design, concepts like microbiome axes, and mindsets like the growth mindset and authenticity in the whole process. And all of these skills together, I hope to channel them to make an impact. Speaking of which, my current project tackles SDG 3 and 5, and it could also indirectly contribute to the other goals as well. Another major impact is the accessibility of diagnosis. Currently, you can see how expensive diagnostic laparoscopy is, and sometimes this may not even be covered. Xenia, on the other hand, is expected to cost $30 to $45, and this makes a huge difference. This empowers women to understand their disorder better so that they can work around it and seek treatment early. And this could potentially allow for 10 more hours of productivity per week. Now, Xenia still needs a little bit more research to become reality. The first part is that we need to do research to prove my hypothesis about the biomarkers. The second one being, how we can restrict all of this hardware into such a tiny little space. And the third one being that a person's aspiration to expand the product to include other reproductive disorders and other parameters as well. Thank you so much for listening in. And I really hope to see you in the Future of Medicine booth at the exhibition that's going to take place. You can also connect with me in my socials, as you can see right here. Thank you.